Hello guys, my name is Christian Morales and I am a visual effects artist and I live in Montreal in Canada. And I hope you watched a movie called Jingle Jangle that was on Netflix last Christmas. I was part of the crew that made that movie possible. I was born in Bogota, Colombia. When I was a kid, I was so passionate about drawing and anime series, cartoons, TV shows. I wanted to become an artist. That was my dream. And there was so many people who told me I shouldn't say that because I wouldn't get far in life, that I should pick a career that will give me money. And I had the opportunity after my high school to go to college, and I went to a career that allowed me to combine computer graphics with design and arts. There were three crucial points in my life that allowed me to get here. The first one was when I was able to move to the States to learn English. As you can imagine, learning English in Colombia, and I gotta say, I was terrified. That experience was amazing, but I was terrified at the beginning because I was quitting my home. That was the first time I was traveling alone. I went to a country that spoke a different language. I had no idea how to speak English at that time. So I was really afraid of what was coming. And God, that experience really opened my eyes. Because even though I always knew there were other countries, there were other languages, other cultures, you never really think about that until you really live with them. In Chicago, I had the opportunity to not just find and discover the American culture, but I was able to meet people from all over the world. So it was so fulfilling. I learned so many things, and that really opened my eyes. When I went back to Colombia from Chicago, I had a goal in mind. I wanted to live out of Colombia again. I wanted to work as hard as possible in order to leave the country. That was my goal. And a year after, I was able to go to a conference called SIGGRAPH. It's a computer graphics conference that happens all over the world. I went in Bogota to one of them, and I got so inspired by a guy there. He was a Colombian boy who was working in a company called Pixar. And he was working in a movie called Toy Story 3. And while I was listening to that guy, I realized that I wanted to do something like that in life. I said to myself, I want to work in movies. That's my goal. I want to create things that people enjoy. And I want to see my name in the screen of a cinema. So I started working for that. I worked for a couple of years in Colombia. And there comes the third point in my life when I decided to move to Canada. It was a hard decision. I needed some help, definitely. My mom was a huge deal over here. I need a loan too. I had to quit everything again. My family, my friends, my job, my life. I literally packed my whole life in two suitcases. Coming to Canada was so different that the first time that I went to Chicago, not just because the culture is different and because the winter is harder, but I came to Montreal, which is a French speaking city, and I didn't speak French at all. So I was working on the weekends, learning French at night, and study during the day. It was a really hard 2 years, I will say. While I was doing my studies with my school, we had the opportunity to visit some of the VFX companies on the city, and one of them is Frame Store, and they mentioned something that was the internship program. And they said there are so many students that apply to this program, so chances are you're not gonna get it, but give it a try. And I promised something to myself that day. I said that I would do a project so good that I will get the internship. And I worked for over 3 months, almost every day, the whole time working in a project. and I applied. I sent my application. I had to wait a couple of weeks. They called me back one day. They say they were interested in my portfolio and they want to have an interview with me. So I went. We had an interview. I felt it was really good. And 2 weeks later, they told me that I didn't get the place. So I was devastated. But I said to myself, well, if I didn't get it, I'll try harder. And here's when I say that if you are really passionate about things, you will get them. Around 3 weeks after I was rejected from the internship, I received a phone call from them and they say that they had a last minute change in production, so they have a new place for another intern if I was interested. So I took the place and I work as hard as possible in that internship. I was saying to myself, I will work so hard that I will get a job after that. And around 2 months later, they call me and they offer me a job. It is my dream job. And I started working in the movie that I mentioned to you, Jingle Jangle. It was around 7 month work and it was amazing. It was so amazing finally working in a visual effects production, and you guys have no idea how much I learned. The most fulfilling thing is the moment I saw my name on the screen of the TV watching the movie with my family. You guys have no idea how happy I was. I was the happiest person in the world because I was achieving my dream. I was doing it after almost 8 years since I told myself I want to work in movies. I'm here and I was doing it. That was amazing. After Jingle Jangle, I have worked in another two projects which I cannot tell. Having this job is wonderful. I'm living my dream and it's fantastic. And now that I reached my dream, I have another one and I will go for it. And I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. If I want you guys to keep something is, one, be passionate about what you do. Do what you really love to do and you will succeed in life. No matter how crazy you think the idea is, if that's what makes you happy, if that's what you're passionate about, do it. And you will see life will help you to go through anything and you will succeed. But don't give up. Second, be kind, be humble. If you're kind with people, people are gonna be kind with you and you will open so many doors that you have no idea. And three, there's always a way out. Even if you see that there's so many obstacles, don't give up because there's always a door that will open. There's always help somewhere. Don't waste your dreams and don't be afraid of dreaming. No matter how crazy it is, you guys will succeed. Finally, thank you so much, guys, for being here, for listening to me. I hope I transmitted a message to you. And if you ever want to reach out, if you want to speak, I'm down to that. I was helped by people. I can help and I can give back to the community. So don't give up. Keep doing your thing. Be passionate about your project. And life will smile to you guys. Bye.